Hey everyone. Good morning. It's Rita from Miss Rita to the Rescue. How are you? Let's see, Monday, Patriots Day. Not Patriots Day. That's in April. It's Monday, President's Day. And aside from buying mattresses and cars, I'm not really sure what to do for President's Day. No, I always have a project for every holiday, but this morning I'm like, I don't have a holiday anything for. I was thinking maybe cherries for Washington or something like that, but then I heard that's a myth anyway. So I hope you all are well. I'm glad to know that a lot of people have the day off, and I hope they're enjoying it or are going to enjoy it. We're going to do our mystery material Monday, and I thought, I was thinking last night, what can I do? Because I usually have it scheduled ahead of time, but I was up tossing and turning, and I thought, you know what? I had always thought of sticker paper to be used in a print then cut fashion, and I started thinking, why can't we use the Joy sticker paper and also the sticker paper that doesn't fit very well in my printer, the Cricut sticker paper doesn't fit very well in my printer. Remember this stuff, printable sticker paper that I have I've had for a long time, and I'm like, what do I do with this since it doesn't go? It's way too thick. Look at how thick it is. Super thick. But then I started thinking, this isn't much thicker than the Smart Paper sticker cardstock that we were playing with a couple of weeks ago. Remember these? And it comes in all these lovely colors and everything. Look at that. And black and white. It's black and white. So I started thinking, hey, let's do that today. Because I just felt like we hadn't really done that for the Explorer or the Maker. Now, one of the things that I found out about this is you have to be careful about the cut setting. So here are a couple that I did, which I think is just so cute. I love us. Isn't that adorable? And it's a hand-drawn image, or I should say machine-drawn image. And then this one here, which has like all these little holes in it, you see, but I didn't poke them all out. And I had a little trouble with the cut setting on this one because I don't know if you can see on this, it didn't come off all the way. Oh, yay! Welcome. So it didn't come off all the way. But I did do these on the printable sticker paper. Aren't these adorable? These are just drawn hearts. This reminds me of my rubber stamp days where we would rubber stamp the outline and then go back and fill in with the colors, which I really love. And these are all Cricut Access Kiss Cut stickers. Is that how you call them? I don't know. So oh, that's a good idea too. So everybody has tried this except for me, or a lot of people have tried this except for me. So that's what I wanted to talk about today. I don't have a specific project, but I do have a couple of project files that I will give you. So before I get started, want to say hello to everybody. Someone has no power. David, no power? Oh, yikes. Yeah, so there's a lot of, first of all, let me just say, hi, Teresa. Let me just say that Stickers are, I love stickers. I just love stickers. And I've loved them since I was a kid, when all you could get were like the Snoopy stickers, the peanut stickers, at the Hallmark. Remember, they used to come in on like a little board. You'd get like 4 sheets, and they'd be all cut out ready for you to stick them on anything. And I stuck them on everything. Oh, good morning. Good morning, Shirley. Yeah, I wonder what's happening. Are we getting a storm? I keep feeling like there's going to be some weather, and I thought I heard that, but I don't necessarily see that happening here. It's a little gray and stuff out there. We have the whole week off too. Yay, Teresa. You go to the washroom to watch. Remember, so the Snoopy stickers, and sometimes they would be like different kinds of stickers, Valentine's hearts, and, they'd get the shamrocks. And I used to, beg my parents, can we go to the Hallmark store to get stickers? And then came Mrs. Grossman's stickers, and those, those little teddy bears and the hearts and everything. But I'll never forget those, and then the Lisa Frank stickers and everything. So I'll never forget those days of wanting those stickers. And let's see, I'm trying to get the best view. Anyway, that's what I thought we'd do for Mystery Material Monday. Now, tomorrow is the Mardi Gras. It's actually an ending for the time before Lent, and we are going to be doing a 3-color vinyl on. I think we're going to do it on window cling. Yeah. 3-color vinyl on window cling. And then Friday, we're going to be doing a project that's free for everyone, and it's available at Dreaming Tree. And I'll give you the pattern, ahead of time. And it's an adorable spring thing. This time between Valentine's and Easter is a tough time for me finding different projects to do. I'm so focused on holidays, but we will persevere, and we will look for ways to, I'm sorry. Oh, Mrs. Grossman stickers. Hold on. So we'll persevere, and we will find different things to play with and do for the next couple of weeks anyway. All right. So here are a few stickers that I have done in the past, and we did them on the Joy. And these were easy to find. I want to show you where they are located, but also just kind of how to look for stickers to do. Yes, St. Patrick's Day is coming true. I do have a couple of fun. I guess I just really like Valentine's Day now, and I don't want to put away my Valentine's paper because it's so festive and everything. But let's talk about these things. So basically what it is, it's a line drawing, right? It's a line drawing that's done, and then there is a cut feature all around it. And so we can do this on a sticker. You don't have to do it on a sticker. You could certainly do it on cardstock. And these could definitely be done on the Joy. But I made sure to work with some of the Joy materials to work on Explore or the Maker. Now, normally, as I said, we usually, when we do stickers, I always think print then cut, but I realize that not everybody knows or wants to do print then cut. So I thought we'd try on these things. So here's what I did when I was looking for projects. Sure, there are a lot of projects that are already in Design Space, but I really loved these. These are heart wreaths with berries, and heart wreaths with daisies, and it says draw. Okay, so let's have a look at this one and see where I found them. So, aren't these cute? Now, they come in a pink, and that's okay. I could have chosen a bit of pink paper if I wanted to, but for this one, I wanted to color it in. I got this pen set. They're like brush pens. I wish they were Tombos, but they're not. But I got these brush pens that are like Tombos, and I thought, oh, this is so much fun. I will color in my my cutouts, which I think would be fun. So these are called Drawn Heart Wreaths, and you can find them. I found them using under image sets, I believe, by typing the word draw. And you'll be surprised, we get quite a few different things. So here's like these tarot cards. Look at the Eskimos. Draw and cut fruits and vegetables. I love this one, magical, and maybe we should have a look at those. So these ones here are really cool because they use different colors, and I wanted to show you how to change the colors and stuff there. So so let's just move on to, I can just show you all of these. So here are drawn things, and this would be good for like a little who likes to draw, and maybe you can make them a whole, Regina, it says 2-week streak next to your name. What does that mean? Oh, you gave me stars. Thank you so much. And Bren, thank you. But, you know, and there's all kinds of little things like, and Shelly, thank you. There are even pantry labels and, you know, these laundry labels and what have you. So when you hit draw under image sets, that works that way. You can also type in draw in the general search, and it will bring up over 11,000 images. Obviously, some of these are way big. I mean, I don't know how these mandalas would work smaller. I think it would take a very long time to cut them out, to work them, because that's the other thing here is that the pen is going up and down through the machine. And while it's fun to watch, it can be a little bit slow. And, you know, so there's that, but there's a lot of drawn images, in here. And then you could also come across them over here under phrases and sentiments, which is where I found those ones that are the name ones. So let's see, here we go. Here, see these ones? These are for hairstylists, and they would be great for hairstylists. Thank you, Emmy. And also, look, there's some that are for, let's see, phrases for bachelorettes. I don't know. I mean, they really are adding so many images here that it's almost getting a little overwhelming, to come up with some ideas for stickers. So I was thinking, I really like those stickers that I had done with the Joy a while back, which were these ones here, that I cut out using this Joy paper. So let's have a look at those. And I just want to see, but there's a lot of drawn images. Look at this. I make apocalypse puns like there's no tomorrow. These are sticker worthy. Look at this. No matter how kind you are, German children are kinder. Like kinder. Oh, so cute. So these are sort of puns. Let's have a look at those. These are funny joke. It's called funny joke. And these have drawn as well as cut out images. So this would be good for like a teenager, I think. And so there's all kinds of really interesting images that you can do with your pen sets. Thank you so much. And if you're a planner person, you definitely like stickers, right? I did the planner thing for a long time, but I kind of got away from it. I just got overwhelmed there. So at any rate, there are tons and tons of images to look for. I'm going to do the drawn heart, because that's what we were talking about. So I typed in drawn heart, and you'll see that there comes up all of these, but I'm going to look for very specifically a heart that's drawn, which is like the wreath. And I don't even know where I found those. Let me just check. I'm going to go back to image sets, and I'm going to type in wreath. Oh, here we go. And look, we found even more. There's even botanical wreaths. So look at that. There's a whole bunch of botanical wreaths that we could do that we can then color in. So let's grab a couple of those. Now, when you're looking for images, and this is a very good example, you'll see that there's one that is darker than the other. This dark one is actually a cut file, and this one, the lighter one, is a draw file. So which means if you want to do these like we do with the pans, we're going to take the ones that are lighter. If we want to cut them out, we would choose that. And although you could change these to drawn files, it's usually best to choose the ones that are already drawn, because sometimes when you change a cut file to a draw file, it creates like kind of a bubble in between, and I'll show you what I mean about this. So here is the cut file for this one that looks like ivy, and so let me find the exact same one that looks like ivy here. Okay, so let's pull these two into our space. Okay, so here we go. There's our two, and they're exactly the same, right? But one is set as a cut file, and the other one is set as a draw file. See how different they look? Now you can change them, and you do that over here. This used to be called line type, but it's not called line type anymore. They changed it to operation, which I think is actually more fitting. Line type didn't mean anything to me, but operation means something's moving or changing, right? So you go here to operation, and then you would do the pull down menu, and see how this has changed slightly. It's still all that stuff that we are normally used to seeing here, which includes the cutting, but it's added the perforation and the wavy undercutting, and then there's drawing, and there's drawing with all of these other things, including pen, foil, score, deboss, and engrave. I guess those are considered drawn image. I don't know. That seems a little weird. But here's our foil as well. And then we've got the print and cut. So yeah, very different look for this screen. So if we go and take and change it from a basic cut to a drawn image, did it not do that? Okay, draw with a pen. You see that the image comes out and it's like a bubble. Now, that is going to be problematic for you, maybe, because when it does that, it's actually going to draw all around there, where what we really want is this, right? It's like a single line, but that's how a cut file turns itself into a draw file. So it looks a little bit different. So I don't like that look, but some people do. And you can always, once it's cut out, you can always go back and maybe color them in. That works pretty well too. Now, the other thing that you want to consider is your pen, right? So we all have the black pen, and that's what I did for this, right? But then I started thinking, well, I've got all these pans. Why don't I just start using pens for these? And then we also have thicker pens, because this one here, these ones, I did with a 0.3. I got this pen set recently because it was on sale at Cricut. It's called extra fine point pen set, and so I decided to do it there, and it looks extra fine. And I don't intend to like write in on this, so I thought I would use that with a colored sheet of sticker paper. But for my hearts, I used just the white sticker paper. I'm going to show you how that works, and the drawing. And I used the black pen. But I'm going to show you how to change it so that if you wanted the pen to be a different color, then you can do that. So here we go. Let's look at our hearts here. And by the way, they're colored pink, and this one here is colored as white. And the other thing that is not here that you should kind of know about is that there's no background on this. When you're going to find drawn images, you have to have a cutout, right? If you're going to cut it on sticker paper, you want it to cut out. And that's what this is. That's the difference between this and this. This has the cutout that is like an outline around it and the drawn images, okay? So let's just hide this one for now. Now, these are all going to cut out on the same sheet of paper because they're all the same color. However, if I wanted to change the color of the writing, that's very simple to do. We're just going to go over to the right here and look at our layers, okay? So here you'll see there's one. Thank you, Deborah. There's one here, and these are actually attached images. Let me make them bigger so you can kind of see them. So this is an attached image. And what that means is that there is a pen layer, which I've hidden right there, and there is the cut layer. And then they're attached so that it will first do the writing and then cut this out, okay? Super simple. Now, if you want to change, so right now, these are all saying black color, which maybe you want to change it. Maybe you want to change it so that they're metallics, or you want to use a thicker tip pen, but only on a couple of them. You can do this by simply going to this layer, the pen layer right here, on the one that you've, on that, this is the one that we've selected. And then we're going to go back up to that new operation area, right? And we are going to choose, and you'll see that there's a little question mark. We're going to choose pen. Whoops, we had the wrong things. Let me just make sure that I changed the cutout to a pen. This is what happened to me yesterday, and oh man, that was such a crazy thing. Okay, Teddy. Not sure what they see because everybody's at home probably sleeping late. Oh, a truck. Okay. And so here we're going up to operation, and you'll see it says pen. And if you click on this square box, you'll see all of these different colors. Now, you can be very precise about this. With me, I am not so precise. If I want to just change the color of the pen and black is set, I will usually just choose another color like that. And that way, when my machine is going through and doing it, it will stop and say, "Hey, Rita, you need to add a different color pen in there." And if you decide at the last moment, you know what, no, I'm going to do them all in black, all you have to do is hit the go button again. So it stops. So you can make a choice. Do I want this to be a different color pen, or do I want it to be the same color pen? So let's do that with all of these layers. Okay. And so here's my pen layer. I'm going up here. I keep feeling like you're not seeing the whole screen. I'm going to go up here to where that square box is. I'm going to choose a different color. And now all of a sudden I have 3 different pen colors, right? And let's change this one here. I'm going to the pen layer and choosing orange. Okay, so now I have a bunch of different colors. Let's do it for these. Now, these are all going to cut on the same piece of paper, remember? Because we're doing that same color background. So this is going to be an interesting cut for us. So we're changing all these backgrounds. Let me just go to the pen layer, go up to this square, and choosing any old color. And again, you can be very precise about this. You can choose any of all of these different kinds of pens. But to be so super honest, it really doesn't matter what you put into the pen housing. It really doesn't. I mean, unless they're going to change that up. I have never seen any difference in if you just have one type of pen in there or a different type of pen. It really doesn't matter. But it's good if you're a really precise person and you want to say, I don't know, see how it's going to look with, say, a marker. So here is a marker that we're going to choose, and it will look a little bit darker, okay? So that's what that's for, is to kind of give you the different looks. All right, so now we have 6 of these hearts. So we're going to go ahead and cut them out. Now, remember, this paper was designed, this 8.5 by 11 inch paper was designed so it would go into your printer. So it's not as big as a 12 by 12, but that's fine. We can make a change adjustment there. Also, if you want to be using this smart paper, the sticker paper, and, you know, here, these are all different colors. Remember that the size of this is 5.5 inches, and it's actually longer than your mat, 13 inches. So we can do this in different kinds of paper. We just need to keep an eye on where the images are set. Can you insert something? You absolutely could, Dorothy. What a great idea. So if for instance, and Dorothy's saying, could you insert something like an initial? So maybe you're doing a bridal, thing, and you want to put somebody's initials in there, or maybe you want to make a signature sticker for your cards or something. Here's how you would do that. You would go over here to text, okay? And you would type in under text, maybe the initials you want. So I'm just going to put in an R because for Rita, or I could put a CRC like that. But you see when this comes up, it is a cut file, okay? Oh yes, Terry's saying, why don't you put something like made with love? I love that. So here we go. Midnight is black, Annette. and Annette's asking, what color is midnight? Midnight is actually black. So let's say we want to put this made with love. So when you're making a card, we can have a personal little sticker for the back, okay? It comes in as a cut file, okay? When you're doing a text. So we're going to go up here. Let's make sure it's we'll make sure that it's highlighted, and then you'll see underneath it will say font, style, and then a whole bunch of other stuff here. Now the most important part here is the style, because we want a writing style. So in this case it's Cricut Sans, and there are all the fonts. If you've never played with fonts, it's a rabbit hole you can go into and you can easily get lost in there. But I tend to stick with similar fonts that I'm used to. So here's one that I chose, Dear John. But I'm going to change the style to a writing style. Now, this is really odd, and I've seen this before. So if you come across this, let me know, because I think it's just an error, and it needs to just be an adjustment made to it. So if you ever see this sort of thing where it doesn't look right, let me know. I ran across one yesterday that I was like, what is what's going on with this. So I'm just going to choose different. Now this one's kind of cute. It says made with love. All right. And it's got a nice little writing style, but let me just kind of move over here. Now, if you're just looking for something that is a writing style, when you go up to the font, you can come over here and apply a filter. So you can choose filter and choose just writing. And then all of the writing fonts will show up for you. You see that? Or if they have writing as part of the component. So you can then sort of whittle down, okay, I want something that has a writing font because I applied a filter. I can also choose just my system fonts that have, now I have that filter, it's on there until I take it off. So when I actually put it on, I don't have any system fonts that have writing. Or I can just choose Cricut fonts, and I have that writing font there. So let me click on that and back and forth. So here is the writing font. So you can really lose yourself here in fonts, and you and people go crazy asking, what font did you use? What font did you use? I never got into that. I don't know. For me, I just felt like it was kind of like, well, you know, all the fonts are really pretty. I kind of like this calligraphy collection one. Let's see how that one looks. No, it doesn't look that great in the writing style. So you have to kind of try different ones. And before you know it, if you're spending way too much time there, you end up with, you know, you've spent a lot of time. But so let's just choose this one, Made with Love. Now I'm going to make it, a little bit smaller so it can fit inside of my heart. So here is the Made with Love, and I want it to appear in my heart. And you can do this, you can stretch it, and all I did was unlock it. You see, you could stretch it to fit. So there we go. You could do that. Or if you wanted you can make your heart a little bit bigger so you can fit it in and there won't be any overlap. You could do that, stretch it a little bit more if you wanted to. There's so much you can play with here that you can get a little bit lost. It's so personalized. It's so way to make it your own. And so there you go. So here are these different ones in here. I kind of like it's small. I want it to be in the middle. And here we go. Now you have to go and attach this to this, or else it will just cut out. It won't actually even cut out. It will just write this. And that isn't going to work for us, right? So we need to make sure that we put the writing on the actual sticker that we want it to. Now, they did make a change recently on this, and if you're going to put it on something that's already got an attached thing, is you have to detach it first. So I'm going to go over here under this sticker on that layer, and you see that it says attached. So I'm just going to choose down here, detach. Okay. And when I do that, you see there's my cutout right here, and there's my writing right here, and there's my outline in the pen. All right. So is this the way I want it to look? Yeah, I think I like this. So I am going to select all three, and then I'm going to choose that paperclip attach. And now when we go to cut and draw these, this one will come up together. Now, the interesting thing is it will come up, and this will require us to put two different pens in, which is kind of cool, right? Now, let's go ahead and write these out. But I'm going to hide a few of these just simply because it does take a long time for this stuff to let's hide this one. So we're going to just do two, okay? Now remember, choosing the paper, we have to we have to put our cutouts so that it's going to fit on the paper. Now this is the 8.5 by 11 inch standard size, you know, the kind that would fit into a, and I'm just trying to find the original package. Here we go. It's printable sticker paper for the Cricut. Okay. And if you wanted to, say, use this paper, which is that smart paper, the sticker paper, you have to make sure that your items are going to get into the 5.5 inch wide part. Do you see what I'm saying? So you couldn't have, say, all of the stickers go this way unless you're going to put your paper so that it is this way. All right. So let's use our white paper because I have it and I've been looking for a reason to use it. So we're going to take this 8.5 by 11 inch sheet of paper. Now this stuff is really thick, but I found that it does cut out fairly well when you use the sticker paper, setting. I don't know. But then I found that the sticker paper from the Joy you needed a little extra on the sticker paper for the Joy, okay? So I've got my 8.5 by 11, and this is on a purple mat. Doesn't really matter what mat it's on. And then we're going to hit continue. And we're going to choose the base material, okay? So the base material, as I mentioned, is sticker paper. So you can just go to Browse All and just type in sticker, okay? And you'll see there are 3 choices here. We're going to choose the printable sticker paper in white. I don't think I've ever seen sticker paper removable, but it seems like maybe that would be something that you would get elsewhere. This is the Cricut sticker paper, which is very thick. So we're going to choose that and we're going to hit done. And now you'll see on my screen, it says loaded. I need to have the orange pen loaded, and then also fine point blade. And then coming up, I'm also going to need a black pen and the forest green infusible ink pen. I don't know. I chose that color. I didn't even know it was an infusible ink pen. That's okay. So let's go onto the machine. I'm going to move you in a little bit so you can see what happens, but I just kind of wanted you to see that. So for this particular one, let's do that heart in a thin color, and let's see if I can't find a different color. I have so many pens all over here. So let's do that heart in green and black, and then we'll do the other one in silver. Okay, so just kind of you can get an idea. So I'm going to move you over here, and we have to put a pen in there. The first one that's coming up is the heart. So let's do this green. This is a 0.3 teal green in there. It's going to 0.3 is smaller, so it's going to make that very delicate looking heart shape. And so when we put in the pen, remember you open the clamp. This is clamp A. You open it, you hold the carriage here because you don't want to push it down, because then you could dislodge this clamp. And so you hold it down, you hear a click, and close it, and then we're going to get started on it by hitting the flashing C. Drawing always comes before cutting. So in this case, we're going to have 3 attempts to change our pen. We don't have to, but it does stop at the place where we want to change the pen. This is great for I have bugs. Oh, I do have bugs. Look at my bugs. There's the special one we're giving away. He's hiding out in his little box to keep him safe. Thank you, Lori. And there's the gold one. Oh, you guys, I was not watching. I was just kind of like cursory looking through some HSN stuff, and they have a gold cutie with a kit that they're selling, but it's $50, and the kit is not very great at all. But if you need to have that gold cutie, there's that. I'm sure that it'll be available coming up soon. Pens, I have tons of pens. I have a big whole jar of pens, that doesn't include my infusible ink pens. And I keep my pens that are 0.3 or 0.4 or even the 1.0, the ones that have that listed on there that it does not say gel. See, this is a medium tip pen, and you can also see from the bottom if it will focus on there. So see, that's a medium tip pen. But this is my regular black pen, and the F stands for fine, and this M stands for medium. And you want to store these cap down most often. That's going to keep the tip of your pen wet, okay? But the only exception to that is gel pens. Gel pens should be stored either sideways like this, that's the best way, or you can do them this way. But sideways is good because it always keeps that gel on the tip, okay? Okay, so see, it stopped. I want to bring you back so you can see what my screen says. My screen says, set up for the next step. I have to load the black 0.4 pen into the clamp. So this is where we go. We take out this pen and we put our black pen in. Hold the clamp, press it down, and close it. And then we hit the button again, and it's going to do, I believe it's going to do the Made with Love, which is really fun. So the next one coming up will be the one that we set as a green. Do they have a light blue? They did a long time ago. Do I have one? They did have a light blue one a long time ago. But I don't know that they have one out, but they're coming out with new colors all the time. So, okay, so now my screen's saying put that forest green infusible ink pen in there, but I'm not going to put that in there. I'm going to try this medium tip copper, just because for the fun of it, right? So open the clamp, pop this in. Now this has a lot of ink on here. I hope that that's going to be okay. I think it will be okay. But if you wanted to, you could probably wipe it off and then pop it in, and we're going to hit the button again, and then it will do the writing for that. Oh, the Costco sold makers? I didn't even know that. This blue one came, it was actually, I didn't choose this color. I had a pink one before, but remember, it sort of started doing some odd things. So I ended up having to get it put in the shop, and they never told me what became of it, but it was doing some really odd things. Now it can do all kinds of wonderful things that it was intended to do. And so there's that. Wow, this is coming out very interesting because I'm using that thick pen there. So let's see. It does take a while because remember, it's not like hand drawn something. It goes up and down on there. I got so, just while waiting for this, I got so messed up yesterday. I was like really having a hard time yesterday. I don't know if you guys stuck with me, but boy, I started thinking about it and thinking that when I chose the topic labels, I should have been more specific and said something like pantry labels or spice labels, because it's such a huge topic and it got kind of overwhelmed. So I think I'm going to go back to that and do just like spice labels or something like that. But that was the actual, the project that I ran into that had that sort of funky font with the lines through it, and I didn't want to show you that until they fixed it. So I sent it to Cricut and they didn't have it fixed until for the show. So there you go. Now it's done writing. Now you can leave the pen in there or you can take it out while it's going. I usually take it out. And then it's just going to do the cut around the heart that we want. Oh, I like those champagne ones. Everybody's got different colors. When they came out with the Explorer, it was one color. It was green. That was the original Explorer. It was green. And then they came out with the Air, which I think the original color on that was blue. And then the Air 2 was the original color was the kind of like a minty green. All right, here we go. So here is our heart with the made with love. Now, maybe you don't want to make it this big, but look at that. I got my, oh, did I just rip it? I ripped it. That's my fault. That is not the thing. But look at that. And you could even fill in these little things, or if you didn't want to, leave it like that. That's great. Let's have a look at this one. This one is done with that thicker pen. You like that? And remember too, we could have done a thicker pen with any of these and used the made with love there. So there you go. And let's see, let's have a look just at the other images, which are more like phrases. So we're going to save this, and if you are interested, I can make this available to you, this project file available to you. So I want to go over here to the stickers that I originally got for Joy, but then I started thinking, this is kind of what got me launched on this whole thought process. I started thinking that this would be fine with the maker as long as I make sure these are all within the page. So here we go. And we can just, as you can see, I have changed the color on all of these. And if you wanted to change it back to being one color, you could do that. Or remember, you can just ignore the machine and then you'd be fine. So let's try this with a 5.5 by 11 inch piece of paper like I did with this. All right, it's going to take a while to do all of these. Let me pick, I don't know, yellow. Let's choose yellow. I like yellow. It's very sunny. So I'm taking from this Smart Paper sticker cardstock, and this is what it looks like, 5.5 inch by 13. So it's going to overlap a little bit. I'm looking for the yellow. Here we go. Here's the yellow. It's very nice, very sunny. But you see, it's not all going to fit on here. So I want to move these so that, and here is where it's going to get cut off. So I need to move all of these down here. So now when I go to cut it out and I put my paper like this on the machine, on the mat, it will make sure that they all happen right there. Okay. It will not cut through from Cyprus. Teresa, nice to meet you from Cyprus. Yay. We're international now. Yay. Okay, so this is called a kiss cut, this type of cut, which means, and you do this a lot with vinyl, and you do it also with iron-on. So a kiss cut means that it's going to cut through the top, but not the back. So in this case, what we did, that's exactly what happened here. So it cut through and left the backing. And so here is the sticker. And if, say, you wanted to leave it like this and give this as a gift, a whole sheet of stickers, you could do that as well. And you could also just take off the backing here like this, but it always has the backing on it. Now, personally, that's the way that I think stickers should be done. But if I'm wrong, like if you want it to cut all the way through, you will need to use a different setting. Okay. Hi, Kirsten from Rhode Island. We're neighbors. Okay. So you will need to use a thicker setting, but personally, I've always kind of liked that kiss cut for stickers because you can keep it on that page and just sort of lift it out of the page, if that makes sense. Now, this one is going to take a very long time, so I'm not going to hold you up to show how this works, but what I will do is I will just hide a few of them so you can kind of see what happens. So I'm just going to hide a few of these so you'll know what happens. Remember, we have all these different colors, and so I think 4 is fine. So we're going to hit continue. Now this one here is believe it or not, it's not thicker. It doesn't feel that much thicker than the printable sticker paper. But what I chose here for a material was I did the smart sticker paper, like the white stuff. But then, let me just find it, sticker. Okay, here we go. So I chose this printable sticker paper, which is fine. And then I changed my pressure to more. Okay. And if you haven't tried this pressure thing, it's really kind of a game changer. Sometimes if you have it and it's almost right, it's almost cutting through, but it's not quite, changing it to more will make it cut through. Now, if you change it to less, that's if you're cutting, say, a kiss cut for vinyl or something, and it's cutting all the way through and you don't want it to cut all the way through, you would choose less. And normally it's just on default. Okay, so we're going to choose more for this, and you'll see it's telling me I need a raspberry pen, and then coming up I'm going to need a blueberry pen, and also I'm going to need my blade. So we're just going to go ahead and put this in and let it go. I'm going to just put in any old pen because I don't have to follow what the machine is asking. So that's a point I kind of want to make with this today. Yes, you absolutely can, Sandra. I love to do that, customize my settings there. So there is that. Now I see, I don't know, I feel like I'm talking a little bit slower today maybe, but I see like we've run into the end of our program. So I want to let this go, but I will let you guys go as I finish it up. If there's anything about this project, about stickers, sticker paper, pens, changing the setting, or anything that you have there, please let me know. I'm glad you enjoyed it, Bran. Thank you very much, everyone, for coming today. Remember, my husband has had to have a heart cath. We'll definitely pray for your husband, Diane. Thank you, everyone, for coming today. And I hope that you... Oh, really? I didn't realize that. Okay. Norma, thank you for coming today. We'll see you again tomorrow with our Mardi Gras project. And let's see. We have a fun week. And we're going to be, you need to learn this. Good, I'm glad. There is clear sticker paper, and there is Cricut clear sticker paper. However, I don't have it, and I've never demonstrated it. So I'm going to see if I can get my hands on some. I've always used the clear, or I've always thought that the clear would be more for print than cut. But maybe you could do the pens on the clear. I would think, I would think so. I think it would work. Wouldn't it work with the pens? Has anybody ever used the clear sticker paper? I'd be very interested in seeing how that turned out. I also wanted to just mention to you that this paper is not the deluxe paper. We've done the deluxe paper before, but I might do it again. Here is an example of the deluxe paper that's adhesive back, and I did 2 layers, and I made this. I think that's really fun. So we'll do that another time, okay? All right, everyone. Thank you so much. Oh, thank you, Penny. And we'll see you again tomorrow. And if you're not already, make sure you're following us on YouTube and make sure you get your name in for our Cricut Cutie, our little blue, cobalt blue Cricut Cutie. There'll be a link in the description of the video, okay? Have a wonderful day, everyone. I hope you enjoy it, and we will see you again tomorrow. Thanks. Bye.